So whatever this movie is where Kevin Costner is pitching for the Tigers, I need to figure this out. Oh, snap. Okay. Bill Durham, Field of Dreams Magic with For the Love of the Game, a movie so dull. A movie so dull and torpid that you would never believe it was directed by Sam Raimi.
Are you serious?
No.
What the fuck? Welcome back to Please, Mr. Jameson. Are there any of these shots you can use? I really need the money. Your one-stop shop for all things that are specifically about Sam Raimi's Spider-Man films. I'm Casey.
I'm Zane.
So last episode was pretty outstanding, actually. I don't think that it was, I don't think we went off track because I think we stayed exactly on the track that we intended.
Yeah.
We decided to talk about Sonic a lot.
Yep.
In fact, I think at one point near the middle of the episode, you tried to derail us away from Sonic back into Spider-Man, but I had none of that. So I brought us back into the Sonic train. And then, I don't know if you want to remind the audience about Mr. Papajohn.
We, as you can see, as we've already preemptively assumed this episode is going to be named the Papajohn Dynasty, we dove into basically a treasure that we did not know existed. At the end of the last episode, we looked into roles that I think Paul F. Tompkins could play in Spider-Man.
Oh my god, yes.
And that led us to find the role of thief, cash register thief, played by real-life actor Michael Papajohn. His last name is Papajohn. And we started to look at his filmography and discovered just truly amazing things. He is the same character in Sam Raimi's first and third Spider-Man. He's not in the second, but he's in the first one with Andrew Garfield as the same character.
Just baffling. You told me that yesterday. I didn't understand how that could even be possible in terms of like just having that work out in terms of the movies.
Yeah.
But boy, is it a treat.
It's amazing. And what I found is there's another movie that he plays the exact same character in. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
So he's the same in Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man 1 and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 1 and 3. In Superhero Movie.
Oh my!
With Drake Bell as the Dragonfly.
Oh Jesus!
He plays the exact same character.
What year was that movie?
2008.
That makes me feel sick.
That's amazing.
Can you read what his name is though in Superhero Movie?
His name is literally quote unquote "Give me your wallet."
Give me your wallet.
Give me your wallet.
My. And if that wasn't good enough...
Hi, I'm Give Me Your Wallet, played by Michael Papajohn.
Papajohn gets home from a day full of trying out for roles in Hollywood. His wife says, "Oh my God, how'd it go today? Did it go well?" He's like, "Yeah, no, I got the part in the new superhero movie." "Oh, what's the superhero movie called?" "Superhero movie." "Oh my God, that's interesting. What's your character's name?" "Give me your wallet." Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here. Hands over wallet. Now, what's your character's name?
Oh my goodness,
honey, I'm so sorry.
And looking back at his filmography is pretty outstanding, because he's been in some really, really good movies.
Yeah. I just found something that I can't hold on to for too long without bursting. I have to
please.
say it. So we'll talk. The point of this is we're talking about Papajohn today. We're talking about the dynasty that is Papajohn mainly. One of the movies is Adam Sandler's Longest Yard.
Oh God, yeah.
And his name in this movie is Guard Papajohn.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh my goodness!
His name in a 2005 movie is Guard Papajohn.
His name. Oh my God! Who is this man?
He is himself.
That's insane.
But the fascinating thing is, like in Yes Man, the Jim Carrey comedy, he plays a security guard.
Right.
In Hot Chick, he plays a security guard. The movie where Rob Schneider's like a woman, but not really.
Yeah, I think he's opposite Anna Faris, I think.
Oh man, but there's like There's in Drive Angry, he plays the tattooed man. In For the Love of Money, he plays the little guy.
He plays little guy.
In Larry the Cable Guy, he's the diner manager. And then,
so back in 1991, he was in this movie called The Last Boy Scout.
Really?
And he's credited as Hitman, but on IMDb it is in parentheses as Mike Papajohn. So there was some point for one role in the 90s, in the early 90s, he decided I'm not gonna use my full name. I'm gonna make a name for myself. Or there's someone else in the SAG, in the Screen Actors Guild, that is also named Mike Papajohn.
Oh my god. Also, wait a minute. Is this a movie? Yes. All right. Can we also talk about how somehow, if you look at the beginning of his filmography, like the very beginning of his filmography, first thing is Predator 2.
Right.
And he's a part of a subway gang. I'm sorry. He's credited as the Subway Gang. Like
he is Subway Gang.
He's Subway Gang. Then he goes on to be Mike Papajohn as a hitman in The Last Boy Scout.
So why didn't they get, if he was the Subway Gang, why did they get someone named after a different fast food restaurant?
I don't know.
Why couldn't he have been Papa John Gang?
Also, shout out to the fact that that Last Boy Scout movie is Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis in it.
It's a match made in heaven. It's perfect.
But if you look at his filmography, the 3 movies that come after that are all baseball movies.
Oh my god, they are.
He happens to be the heckler in The Babe, and then he's also Rick in Mr. Baseball, and then he's Tucker Kane in Little Big League. I don't know how he managed to do 3 baseball movies in a row, but like he's not even like marked as like a baseball actor, because he's just like. Hey, you remember when you heckled in that baseball game? Well, they're going to give you a different speaking role in this different baseball game because you're a baseball guy now.
He also took 2 years off after Mr. Baseball, but he was still in the baseball zone, so he came back for a Little Big League.
Because Babe and Mr. Baseball were the same year.
Yeah.
And then Little Big League was 94. Yeah.
Fascinating. I would love to get him on the show. I'd love to get his perspective on all this because I'm certain that he's never been interviewed before.
Can I ask you, since we're looking at the same thing, to scroll up and look at this wonderful revelation of a movie that came out in 1997?
Spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in Spawn.
He was Glenn, Zach's dad.
So is Michael Papajohn now our connecting force in the Raimi Time universe?
I think he's like the gravity in which this universe exists. The Raimi Time universe exists.
Because he's done stunt work. And I was freaking out yesterday when I keep saying yesterday as if the episode is coming out a day after.
Right.
Last week. How's that? Last week. I was freaking out about how he was doing stunts for Fantastic Four, one of my favorite bad movies. And then I scrolled down a bit, and shockingly enough, he was also a part of the stunt team in The Master of Disguise.
Oh my god, yes.
Which was like, what?
Oh my god, yes. I don't know how you pop that much street cred. Just like, yo, what up, guys? I know that you know me as Heckler and Rick from various baseball movies.
His 2 best roles up to that point.
I don't want to brag. I definitely did the stunts in Dana Carvey's movie where he's disguised as a turtle sometimes.
I really want to see what stunts he did, though. Do you think he has a reel? Like, do you think he has a stunt reel, and one of them is the Master of Disguise? I
won't lie. Just keep stalling. I'll look right now.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my god. This man...
He also, another connection, because IMDb is beautiful for this, he was uncredited uncredited for some reason for doing stunts in Hancock, another Will Smith film.
I found his reel immediately.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He has a 10-minute reel.
Of his acting or stunts?
Both.
Yo! Alright, you might have to link that up in the socials, my friend.
Oh my god, I recognize exactly which security guard he is in Longest Yard.
Oh my goodness. I haven't seen that movie in a long time because that movie is not very good.
For anybody that I to be fair, not very good, but I remember loving it. Like
as an adult viewing that movie where the whole thing is a comedy and then it has this jarring tonal shift where
like Nelly gets called the N-word.
Yeah, and also Chris Rock gets fucking blown up on screen.
Oh, that was a good move.
Whoa.
I liked that was classy of them. Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Do you remember the scene? So in this movie, Adam Sandler is he goes to jail. He's a former NFL quarterback, and he goes to jail.
Right.
And then, as like his community service thing, he's supposed to play football with other inmates. And essentially, the plot becomes the prison football team versus the guard football team. And so he's like trying to recruit inmates. Do you remember when he plays ping pong with that guy that can't talk English?
Ironic that you worded it that way, but yes, I do.
Yeah, right. Yeah. There's our friend Mike Papajohn is one of the guards that's standing by watching over them playing ping pong.
That's the whole thing. That's his whole part.
At least right now.
Holy hell. So that scene where he's standing there still is in his reel.
Yeah, there's
hell yeah.
That it's what they play of it is like they cut to the guard like laughing, and then when it cuts back to the big buff guy that can barely speak English, imagining sacking Michael Papajohn, that's when he says I'll play, and then you see Michael Papajohn be like, oh shit, like this guy's gonna play in the football game. So that's Michael Papajohn. That's him, the guy that like is like beating the big guy that can't speak, that's like terrified when the big guy says he's gonna join the football team.
Oh Christ, I do actually think I remember that, unfortunately.
Right? I mean, how do you forget something like that?
Papajohn's only trivia on IMDb is that he played baseball for LSU during the 80s.
Of
How
course,
fitting
that's
is
why.
that?
That's why he's in so many baseball movies.
Loves baseball, and also his only quote is "play full out."
Is
What does that mean?
is that a baseball term? Guys, play the full out.
I do not know what that means. It is confusing, but I like it. And his IMDb actually has demo reels.
So, I mean, a lot of this, people that don't know exactly, by the way, 12 minutes in, my bad, don't know exactly who we're talking about. So I did say cash register thief. I said he was in the Spider-Man films. His name is Michael Papajohn. You guys very, very, very well know him as the guy that kills Big Ben.
Yeah.
Like, he's the guy that that Tobey Maguire lets up the elevator, that shoots Big Ben, steals the car. Then he's also in Spider-Man 3, and then he's in the same thing with Andrew Garfield. And then he plays that same character in a superhero movie.
It's so interesting that he plays roles that would seem as if they're just like one-off bit parts. But he plays the InGen contractor in Jurassic World, and then he comes back in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom as the same role.
Oh.
Uncredited, so I don't know what that's all about, but it's just weird that like he keeps getting these roles that have like staying power, which is very interesting.
Wait, this is fascinating. So I don't know which one of the movies this is. Here, give me a second. So out of the baseball movies, what's the name? I'm blanking really quickly. The guy that played Robin Hood at one point. That
Kevin Costner.
Yes, Kevin Costner. Thank you so much. I like that you went for like you knew which Robin Hood I was trying to get to.
Man in Tights, of course.
Okay. So, because he's also in various ones. Your unwarranted Kevin Costner stuff. Okay, cool. So whatever this movie is where Kevin Costner is pitching for the Tigers, I need to figure this out. Oh, snap. Okay. Bill Durham, Field of Dreams Magic with For the Love of the Game, a movie so dull. A movie so dull and torpid that you would never believe it was directed by Sam Raimi.
Are you serious?
No.
What the fuck?
Oh.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh my god.
What the fuck is happening?
I just typed it. You can always tell how Kevin Costner's career is going by how much he remembers he loves the beautiful game of baseball. When he was stalling in the late 90s, he tried to recapture the Field of Dreams magic with For the Love of the Game. So it's For the Love of the Game. And apparently it's so bad that you would never guess that it was directed by Sam Raimi. Papajohn plays for the Yankees. He's like an actual player.
Oh.
Let's point out two things. One, he upgraded from heckler to playing for the Yankees. That's everybody's dream.
Yeah.
Number two, For the Love of the Game is not one of the 3 baseball films we listed in the beginning.
Well, that's because that came later in his career.
I can't believe he's in another baseball game.
So, oh my god, I feel so, you know how last time we recorded, when I was coming across the like 50-minute mark, I was just so tired because of every new update for Papajohn, every new update for Christ, everything they were talking about. It's already happening. The fatigue is setting in, and it's so early.
You want a
already.
Weird, beautiful connection? I can give you a beautiful connection that kind of like.
Oh god, I don't know if I can handle it. Yeah, go.
All right, here's another one. So as mentioned in the last thing, we brought up that this cash register thief guy, is apparently credited as also he's friends with Mysterio. Like,
right.
That's a thing. So you said, oh, that's our plug. Jake Gyllenhaal, new Mysterio movie, or new Spider-Man movie, Mysterio's in it, which means that he's probably going to be in it, Papajohn, because they're friends. Well, also, Nightcrawler has Jake Gyllenhaal, and Papajohn's a security guard in that film.
Papajohn's a security guard in Nightcrawler.
So they're already, like, as we know, like, he has to get past security, so, like, there's, like, a good chance that Papajohn was like, tight. Hey, you and me are buds now. Like, I'll let this one slide. So, like, maybe they're already partners in crime.
Because Mysterio in Far From Home is actually the same sociopathic
from Nightcrawler, yes.
From Nightcrawler. Damn!
Yeah.
He does get off scot-free at the end.
Also, there's a movie... Have you heard of the movie Hangman with Al Pacino?
Yeah, I guess who he plays.
He plays Hangman's dad.
Yeah, Hangman's
uncredited.
Dad. It's funny. I didn't think that the film named Hangman, the titular character would actually be called Hangman.
Right?
So that's interesting. I figured that was just his occupation rather than his actual name.
That makes sense. It's like almost if you watch the movie like Spider-Man 2 Far From Home, but then you found out the character's name was Spider-Man 2 Far From Home. Yeah, like I thought you were going to stop or like make a pun somewhere else, but this is still going. Okay.
All right. He was also a stunt performer in Geostorm.
Oh, good.
So that kind of sucks.
Did he play the weather?
Geostorm is a movie that I really wanted to love for how terrible it was. But when I actually watched it, it was so boring.
Yeah? Really?
That's the worst kind of bad movie. The best kind of bad movie is like Hurricane Heist, where you have an absolute blast the whole time because of how stupid it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also hilarious. But Geostorm is stupid and boring and dull. And even Gerard Butler's whole face acting his whole face off? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Say? Acting the frickin' face off. Sure, we'll go with it.
Did not save it, unfortunately. Sorry.
I found I found Michael Papajohn's website.
Fuck.
And the first thing that started playing, I'll try and gather my thoughts really quick for everyone because that nobody heard that because I was in my headphones. So I went onto his website. I found a section called Connect, and there was a thing that said speaking engagements, and I was like, oh, sweet. So yes, you can book him. Like I could get him to talk at our graduation. Like that'd be amazing. The thing that caught me off guard is there's a little video called Michael Papajohn Action Actor Academy.
Action Actor Academy.
And when I clicked it, I heard his accent, and he's a bit southern. He talks a little like this normally.
Yeah, he's from Alabama.
Okay. And the first thing he said, was, "I've killed people, and I've been killed by more people." And I just paused the video, and I feel like I need to stop it there because I don't know if it gets better than that.
I think that's a peak, right? Just as the last episode was our peak. I think that might be the peak of his life.
Oh my God, you're right.
Professionally, of course.
He is from Alabama.
Yeah.
To everybody, he's from Alabama, and get this, my God, you said so. He played for the baseball team in LSU. What you didn't tell me is that he was drafted by the Texas Rangers.
Yeah. No, that's one of those things. He was a starting center fielder in the first LSU team to go to the College World Series in '86. Yeah, and again in '87. Does that mean did they win or? Yeah,
well, I guess. I mean, he at least helped lead them there. But yeah, he was drafted by the Texas Rangers, but he chose to stay at college baseball level.
God, he's a badass.
And then
nothing but respect for my Michael Papajohn.
Yeah, wow. And then in 1987, a movie called Everybody's All-American came to shoot out there. Michael was chosen as Dennis Quaid's stunt double for the football scenes. And that's how his career started.
Can I read you the next bit from his
Yes.
bio? Because
Yes.
I
Please.
have a good time with this one.
Please, I like that.
While filming Charlie's Angels, because he was in Charlie's Angels, of course,
Yes.
Michael was kicked in the jaw with a stiletto boot. He
Yep.
found himself in the emergency room, which on its own is a great sentence. He found himself.
Yeah.
Whoa, where am I?
Oh, this must be an emergency room.
Insisting that he was not the victim of domestic violence.
Oh, good.
He has to fight and plead with the authorities at the emergency room. No.
Yeah.
It was Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
Spousal abuse representatives had a hard time believing that he had been kicked by Mrs. Cameron Diaz.
Did he
Very
tell?
cool.
Yeah. Did he tell them? Well, we filmed it.
Yeah, no, it's like it's out there. It's an outtake, I'm sure, because he got fucking actually hit in the head. But...
Oh my God, there's so much juice here. So everyone obviously knows him from Spider-Man.
Right.
Apparently now we also know him from For the Love of the Game, because that's
I love
another
that.
Raimi film.
We have to watch that.
He did all of Adam Sandler's stunts in The Waterboy.
Oh, fuck. So he's just a really cool. Oh my God. So he loves Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
That sucks. Let's see. He produced one film.
That's what I was...
Rustin. Which is
Rustin.
weird.
What a name. I'm going to look up what Rustin is.
Yeah, and look up which festivals or which festival awards it won.
What a name, too. Rustin. It just doesn't... Like...
It
are
hurts
you
to
saying
say.
there's rust in this? Or are you saying, like, this is Rustin? Or my name is Rustin? Or give me specifics, please.
Yeah, they missed the
Please.
apostrophe at the end of the word, so it should have been like just a gerund that dropped the G.
This is the movie. That's amazing. Okay, I can't believe it. So he made this movie called Rustin,
Right.
which is Billy Stegan is a former professional football player. Sounds familiar. And present-day sheriff.
Correct.
And this takes place in context, Rustin, Alabama.
Rustin, Alabama. Okay, cool.
So
it's a homeboy kind of thing.
Keep in mind, this movie is produced by him, but written and directed by and starring Rick Johnson.
I love it. I love it when people write, direct, produce, and star in their own movies. It's always good and it always works out well.
And our Rick Johnson, because
And are also a big Rick Johnson.
I'm pretty sure I recognize Rick Johnson's face in Jerry. I didn't see Jerry Maguire, but in Jerry Maguire he's John Swenson. If that helps you at all.
Of course it doesn't.
And if it helps you anymore, in Rustin he's Billy Stegan.
Oh, there we go. Now you got me.
But yes, Rick Johnson's in this. The key that's very important is Coach Trellingsby in this movie is Meatloaf.
Meatloaf being the musician actor.
I can't stress enough how happy I am that yes, this is Meatloaf the musician actor. This is the man
exciting.
that, if I'm not mistaken, is Bitch Tits Bob in Fight Club.
That's correct. I forgot about that.
Right? Yeah.
My favorite Jared Leto.
Ah.
You know why it's my favorite Jared Leto performance?
Yeah, why?
Because he gets his shit kicked in.
That's a good reason.
Yeah.
That's a pretty dang good reason. So he's currently... I like that film was produced in 2001. So, like, right before he was a carjacker. And he apparently is currently in development on a few other projects, including a one-man show and some other feature-length films and documentaries.
Wait, so are we still talking about Papa John? Or are we talking
Yes,
about...
Papa
Okay.
John.
So Papa John was in a one-man show.
He was at least producing a one-man show.
Unreal. I need to see. I need to get my goddamn mitts on that. I like that Papa John is a jack of all trades in that he can do 3 roles. He can do a baseball player, maybe. We don't actually know. I would assume that he was a baseball player in the films. He could play a criminal, a thug, or a third one, he can play a security guard. Those are his 3 things, and goddamn it, does he do them well.
Okay, this is very, very important. All right, let me just ask you really quick. And if you nail this on the head, good for you. How old do you think that you have to turn? Like, in order to officially start the successful concept of starting your own franchise?
35.
Okay, interesting. What if I told you that it took Michael Papajohn a lot less time?
14.
All right. Michael Papajohn was born November 1964, yes. November 7th. The Papa John's Pizza franchise was founded October 2nd, 1984. That's 20 whole years of Papa John literally existing before the pizza existed, which means it is very possible that he had or did create this idea before the pizza existed.
If Papajohn, Michael, of course,
Yes.
was a smart man, and I believe that he is, given his filmography, I think that he would have jumped on the whole, Papa John's head guy being a asshole. What happened to him again?
To the Papa John Pizza Man?
Yeah, he left the company, I think.
I don't remember why he left, but doesn't Shaq run the place now? I'm pretty sure Shaq runs the place now.
Shaq's a doctor, so he can do whatever the goddamn he wants. But if Michael Papajohn had any brains, he would have stepped in and he would have said, "I'm the perfect spokesperson for your brand. Look at my name. It's literally in my name." Maybe if we get him on the show, we can tell him that, and we can get a cut of that shit.
Also, I did find Michael Papajohn's Twitter.
Oh.
It is just Michael Papajohn.
Can you follow it?
And he lives... Oh, man. Yeah, I will. And his description is killed and been killed by more people on screen than anybody in Hollywood.
That is brazenly not true. That's fascinatingly false.
I like that was your reaction.
Has he ever seen any Sean Bean performances? The guy has not survived once, unless it was National Treasure.
Oh, man. Also, his tweets... What is this one? I don't know what this means exactly. It says, behind the scenes, after getting stabbed and left in a gutter, my daughter, in parentheses, actress, visited me at morgue to say her emotional goodbye to her quote-unquote dad. While acting dead, I feel asleep on set and was awakened by the AD because I was snoring loudly. I woke and the actress was crying. # true story.
Fucking love this guy.
Also,
I love this guy.
like everything he's posting is about LSU, which is also wonderful.
That's so nice. Also,
every time he wants to say great, he spells it GRT.
A Gert movie.
It's a Gert movie. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's a Gert movie. Gert job, you gers.
I gotta say, I know I've been cynical and kind of an asshole regarding him, but this guy's straight up living his best life right now, and I am very envious.
Yeah.
Fucking A, dude. He's awesome.
Yeah, this is amazing. Baseball player, football player, stuntman. He's acted in amazing films. I don't know what more you want. I honestly don't know what more you'd want, Papa John. You even started your own pizza franchise.
That is the peak.
And it can't be disproven because you were born 20 years before the brand existed. So it's not like you were named after it. They were named after you, dude. So either you made it, or someone was so inspired by your work that they named an entire pizza franchise after you.
Michael Papajohn's mobile website is outstanding because right when you get into it, the first thing you see is just his face all over the screen.
Good.
It's so good. There's his role. Let's see.
He's in so many movies.
Bourne Legacy. He was in the worst Bourne movie.
He's in so many movies as dads and security guards and officers. In Homefront, he's Hitman number 4. In Escape Plan, he's prisoner beaten by Breslin, so he's specifically just a prisoner that's beaten up. Oh my god. Goodness.
He's a fucking badass. He is fantastic. He actually, you know what? In the For the Love of the Game picture on his website, he actually looks like a young De Niro.
He looked part of me, I think, if I'm not mistaken, thought that he looked kind of like Jeter when he was up to bat as a Yankee.
Ah, yeah.
It just kind of fit. Maybe that's why they cast him, or maybe they just cast him because they knew that having that kind of star power in their film was gonna really put them through the roof.
He's fucking awesome.
That man, there is no better way to be on point in a career, because I just don't even know what else to say. Is like, what else does he want? He's also made a movie with Meatloaf.
I think that I'm reading his about right now on his website. So the Rangers drafted him in '85.
Yeah.
But he actually chose to stay at LSU.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned. Yeah, the fact that he, like, he knew from the get-go what he wanted.
That's
like,
awesome.
The fact that, for him. Do you know how baffling that is to think that? So we talk about a lot of what if scenarios on here. Like, we once talked about the what if Spider-Man got different spider powers, or what if just different what if scenarios of, like, if this person didn't die or whatnot, how would the Raimi universe change? What if Michael Papajohn had accepted his baseball contract and was now playing for the Texas Rangers instead of being a stuntman and actor?
Well, if he was still playing for the Rangers, that would be the longest career in the history of baseball.
To be fair, he wouldn't have stopped yet. He's like, that's the kind of man he is. He would have been
a fucking beast.
So he would have been like the longest, like the player in baseball with the longest streak of being in the MLB. That's amazing. Yeah. What year we said he was? Frickin' 60 something is what we said.
1964, I think, is when he was born.
Michael Papajohn. That means that if you were born in 1964 to today, you're what? You're 54, man.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, yeah, you could still be in baseball. Ichiro was what, 51, and he just stopped.
Oh God. He's also, you know what?
Ichiro. Oh, okay. Ichiro. Never mind. Ichiro's 45. Ichiro looks 50 something.
Oh, does he? Wow.
But yeah, there are baseball players that have played until like 50 or whatnot. He could make it this far. Depends.
I think if anyone could, absolutely Papajohn could.
Yeah. So it's very possible that he very well could just still be on the Rangers right now.
Okay, so I think we've decided that Papajohn is important.
Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, so this is very, very big news. I found a video of, back in 2009, Michael Papajohn confirming that he was coming back for Raimi's Spider-Man 4.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me so sad.
He was confirmed to come back for the fourth one. That's amazing.
I wonder in what capacity.
He was apparently going to be Carjacker again.
But
like he was...
So Spider-Man kills Carjacker in the first movie. Carjacker...
he like hangs.
Yeah, I mean, and then Carjacker comes back in the third film only because that's when...
Like flashback biz, yeah.
Yeah, it's flashback to show the Sandman and his past and shit. So
yeah.
I wonder how they would have put him into the other one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess like Vengeance, like maybe he would have like some kind of like callback type of big vengeance. Yeah, that would have been fascinating.
So, what kind of movies would you, to break Papajohn out of his wheelhouse of sports, thugs, and police,
superheroes?
What about a cuddly little bear from Darkest
Paddington?
Peru?
Paddington.
But like, are we saying that?
Well, a security guard somehow.
How could he fit into Paddington 3, say?
See, the thing is, if you want to throw him in any movie, like he's in Yes Man as a security guard. There is no like good time to be a security guard in the movie Yes Man, and he is one.
That's true.
Like if Paddington does anything, like he could walk under a metal detector and then Michael Papajohn could be like, whoa, walk through it again. That's just like a brief second, just because Papajohn fits the role of someone that would be standing guard at a metal detector.
Paddington gets arrested in the second film, so he could have easily been a prison guard.
Maybe he was. Maybe he's just not credited. Maybe he's credited in so many things. Sometimes they have to not credit him so it doesn't look like he's getting too much work.
That's exactly how SAG works. They hate to credit their actors.
They hate it. It's disgusting.
Oh man.
My God, this man will never stop, and I'm forever thankful about it. And I get what you're saying. It's like I've drained myself, but like in a relieved way. It's like I'm glad that we got it all out there, but at the same time, like I could use a nap now. Like
Papajohn is like a nice warm cup of milk or a nice brewed tea.
yeah, exactly.
Can we watch the one episode of Home and Family that he was featured in as himself?
Yes, please.
It's season 3, episode 240. Lol. It's a talk show, I think. Show will focus on home improvements, crafts, parenting tips and lifestyle, health and fitness enhancements. This show seems fascinating. And it's on Hallmark! He was officially on Hallmark.
Oh, good. I'm so glad he made it all the way to Hallmark.
This is badass. All right, we do have to actually watch this episode.
I think we can end the episode here and just let everyone take it in, everything that they learned about, because everybody's gonna need a little bit of a nap after all that Papajohn. But you know what? I'm glad that we informed everybody.
Papajohn is the personification of perfection. So thank you, Papajohn, and keep goddamn doing what you're doing. Yeah, go follow Papajohn on Twitter. I think his name is just
Michael Papajohn.
At Michael Papajohn.
Mm-hmm.
Go visit his website. Go follow his Instagram. Go send him fan mail. Tell him that you love him.
Get him to talk at your school. That'll be
get him
big.
to talk at your school. You're graduating in a few years, so you can easily set that up. I, unfortunately, am graduating in like a week, so it's too late for me. Damn it. Hindsight's a bitch, you know?
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, love y'all. Gotta go bye.